Alright, so here was the amazing game that was played. So it starts off like this. And slowly gets farther and farther into the game. And finally, it starts out like this, right? So it goes to this point. They put the... Now here, this move right here with the bishop down here, that was probably the biggest mistake ever that I have seen during this game. Because now, with that, I can capitalize by putting my knight here. What does that do? Queen can only move to a6. That's the only spot they can move. They can't move anywhere else on the chessboard with their queen. Now what does that do? The bishop is now stuck where they are. They can't move the bishop because otherwise the queen would be gone. So the bishop's dead. They blundered their bishop in this position. So he basically takes 3 minutes to decide on what move he's going to play next, which is taking the knight with the rook. So I take with the pawn, he takes bishop, and obviously I take the queen, and then he takes the pawn with the bishop, he checks me, and then I go back. He tries to take my knight with his pawn, I take his knight, he takes my knight, and then I take with the pawn. And then at this point, he resigns. So what mistakes did I make during this game? Well, the mistake that I made during this game is in kind of the middle-ish of the game. It was right around here. This was the mistake right here. I moved my bishop up. This was my biggest blunder of the game. I moved my bishop to d3. Now, why was that a mistake? Because their white bishop can take, and their rook can also take. So me losing my pawn, that is the only thing protecting that bishop. So that's exactly what they do. They take, I take, they take. Me losing a pawn in that situation. So I was a pawn behind during this game. So this person was better than me. But then they made a huge blunder with their bishop right here.